In the shooter's house, investigators said they found a suicide note, weapons, ammo, several journals, and yearbooks from the school. At one time, the shooter attended that school. Investigators have not talked specifics about why the shooter did this. And new nationwide research shows most parents think their children are performing at grade level, but state testing shows, unfortunately, something different. The national organization Learning Heroes said the nation's report card showed less than 30% of eighth graders are proficient in math and reading. Learning Heroes said report cards can be misleading, in fact, in things like behavior, attendance, and participation.
What parents need is more information. And then what we're really trying to do here is raise awareness about that huge perception gap and then get parents to do three things. Ask the teacher, be in the know about the standards, and connect to resources.
Part of this effort also includes extra tutoring this summer. Staff say there are free programs and courses across the country. Just a quick reminder, April 18th is the deadline to file those taxes. A tax expert said this year's filing is less complex than during the pandemic years.
A lot of the things like the stimulus payments and the advanced child tax credits, we don't have those this year. Those existed in prior years. 2022 looks a lot more like 2019.
This weekend, the IRS will open many of its tax prep centers for walk-ins and in-person help. And for the first time since the mid-1990s, Xenia has a canine officer. I want to give you a look at Coda. He is 14 months old. He's a German Shepherd. Coda will go through 14 weeks of training so he can help find drugs and take down criminals. The department said it has seen an increase in problems connected to drugs in Xenia. The city said a national nonprofit organization gave the city a grant to help pay for Coda and his training. Coda's handler described him as very friendly and sociable. He looks like a good pup right there. Xenia hopes to have him on the job later this summer.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast with Chief Meteorologist McCall Vrydaghs.
And McCall, I was here at work tonight. My son sent me a little bit of video. There's a creek that runs by our house, and it barely is a trickle when there's no rain.
Yeah.
It looked like a small river this evening. Thankfully, though, hopefully that's going to stop and calm down based on what I'm seeing on Doppler 7 radar.
We have much nicer weather to come.
Amen.
We're already beginning to dry out, and that extended forecast looks fantastic for us, especially as we're wrapping up this week. We're heading into Easter weekend, so a lot of people likely have plans. And if you don't, it's just going to be a nice weekend for you overall. Let's take a look at live Doppler 7 radar right now. You can see a lot less green there on radar than just a few short hours ago. Still a little bit of some wet weather coming down now as the front is finally beginning to pull through. Let me take you into the central part of our viewing area from Xenia back to Centerville, Miamisburg. Some heavier showers there coming down, and then a nice band of some showers from Tip City back to Gratis in southeastern Preble County. Big picture view, you can see further to the west, not only are we drying out, but skies are clearing. So when you walk out the door tomorrow morning near Mercer County, Auglaize County, Northern Dark County, you're already going to see that sunshine. And then eventually it's all going to carve out to a mostly sunny sky by the end of the day tomorrow. Still a bit breezy, but not as gusty as we had earlier today. And you can see some wind gusts 15 to 25 miles per hour right now. And you also see there is a little bit of a wind shift taking place. Beaver Creek out of the southwest, but you get to Winchester, you're out of the northwest. That's because the front right now is cutting right through the Miami Valley. As it does, it's going to take our temperatures and drop them quickly overnight. Ahead of the front, we're looking at temps around 60 right now. Then you're about 10 degrees cooler north and west near Greenville and Winchester in the low 50s, and even cooler when you get into northern Indiana and northern Illinois. So for tomorrow, this is what you can expect. In the morning, we'll wake up at about the mid-40s. By the afternoon, we'll rise to the low to mid-50s. Some spots a little bit milder than that. The winds, breezy at times, will make it feel slightly cooler. Other than that, it's a generally nice day in comparison to what we had today. There's Futurecast at 6:30 tomorrow morning. A few sprinkles, mainly southeast of the Dayton area. At the bus stop, that early bus drive in could see some showers out there. Also, if you're someone that travels down towards Xenia and Wilmington through about 9 a.m., you can see north and west some of those broken clouds. Then through the day, those skies start to clear out. Just a mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky as we wrap up the afternoon. Rain chances, very low for us over the next 5 days. Slight chance early tomorrow, southeast of Dayton. Then you can see right on through the holiday weekend. We're going to stay dry, and that also comes in with a lot of sunshine. Temperatures back close to normal by Friday and Saturday, in those low 60s, by Easter Sunday, mid 60s. What you don't see here is the morning temperatures are in the 30s, so sunrise service on Sunday is chilly. You'll want to bundle up if you're headed there early Easter morning. Temperature trend over the next 10 days, it's going up. So first we have to go down a little bit, 50s and 60s for Thursday, Friday, and then you can see we're warming right back up by the end of next week, back to the 80s. Here's that 7-day forecast, light chance of a stray shower early tomorrow, and then we're sunny through your Easter weekend, back to the mid-70s by Wednesday.
That looks good, McCall. Thank you much. A woman said she is distraught after what this cemetery did to her mother's body just months after she buried her. She thinks this could have all been avoided.